Good morning, peoples. We have collected here some Tugas, some good old Portuguese boys. Here in the city center of Lisbon. Hope you're doing all right out there.
Yeah, man.
And these guys here, I'm gonna go on autopilot, hands free. I'm gonna keep my hands on the motorcycle most of the time, but hands free as in I'm just gonna sit back.
No GPS.
I already said to them, this is, okay, mais ou menos, this is what I want, you know, and they're gonna lead the way, and we're gonna end up at Algarve. I'm gonna follow them, and the day, you know what, it ain't too bad, because all week it's been raining, and this is actually a good day. So let's go before it turns into a bad day, you know? Bora lá. Oh yeah, and Paulo here came with the bags full of, came bearing gifts. So I got a decent jacket with a zipper. How do you like that? He brought some gloves. It's like, take these rain pants, take them.
That one is two zippers.
Two zippers. And we got rain pants too. Obrigado, Paulo. Nah, let's go. 1,000.
Most of the people ask me if it's 1,000.
Yeah.
Because of the size and the sound. It's not the standard exhaust of that.
All right, sweet. Follow the leaders. We got the Benellis and we got the Beamer. All right, peoples, let's go for a little bit of a motorcycle Lisbon tour with our guides Paulo, Bruno, and Nuno, also known as the Lone Wolf Rider. Ah, Paulo, seguinte, já tá. We already got a tour guide crisis. We got two different opinions. This is awesome. Why I wanted to do this is to really get a flavor of the heart of Oh! Pois é. E agora?
Vamos tocar as três.
Tá bem. Navigating in a city like this gets complicated.
Vamos tocar as três.
So as I was saying, this is to show you some more of that historic Lisbon city center, and this time in good company. Here's Praça do Comércio, and this here was all destroyed in the earthquake of 1755, and afterwards came a massive tsunami, and then the whole city burned. It was horrible, and heaps of historic buildings were lost, and this was rebuilt here in the center. That's why you have these straight blocks, because for back then that was a new way of city planning, and they could as well just do that because all of it was destroyed. Very nice. Sim, pois. That's where the ships departed there. Oh, já tá. We were saying, Nuno was saying that the ships would depart there from Praça do Comércio. That's where they would anchor and unload. Oh, good. She's a little confused. So this gets fun in Portugal, in Lisbon here, the tram lines. Just like in Amsterdam, but difficulty has been increased. Welcome to Lisbon, guys and lasses. So as I was saying, these roads you get now, you don't see it, but you'll get these little rocks, especially if you end up in Alfama. They're slippery as, and then mixed in with these tram lines that go in twisties. It's fun riding in Lisbon, huh?
This is Largo do Chiado.
Largo do Chiado. Well, that's my São Paulo fica aí. My grandma, we used to live on the water there. In Dutch, you got these rocks, and they call them kinderkopjes. And also in the Netherlands, they're slippery. But here you have roads that go up and down at severe angles with tram lines. It's fun to be on a loaded bike like that when you're riding in a place like that. I don't know where to go. This is my guides, my Tugas guides. Look at the view, the water there. It's
very awesome.
It's awesome, eh? I love it. No mercy. In Lisbon, you gotta act fast. Look at this, folks. Look, look. Yep. That's riding in Lisbon here. But I said to the guys, I want to go see Alfama. At least do a ride. Oh, look at this. Through Alfama. Because Lisbon is a little bit like Valparaiso in Chile. But historically so much older, and you get streets like this. This is awesome. Look at this. And I love these trams, man. These are old. You have the modern trams, but in the city center you still have the traditional trams. Ah, there's a parked car. Yep. Esperamos aqui uma, tem. É. Epá, isto está lindo, pá.
Já não te lembravas de Lisboa?
Não, eu sei como é que é, mas vem outra vez de novo, é. Let's go! Everybody's here. Trying not to get snatched by the tram line. That's my main mission today. You gotta really watch it not to over accelerate on them. Wow, look at this. Just look, I don't know which one this is, but just look where it is positioned, right? These streets, man, they are old. Because what's awesome here in this part, that's how the center used to be a lot more, these winding little streets before a lot of it got destroyed. This is where we're going to go, Alfama. That shows how most of Lisbon used to be, you know, before the earthquake ruined everything. But just look at this, man. It is like Valparaiso, but older. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Gente! And the water, you can see the ocean from here, the sea, no, the river I mean. Olha, look at this. Woo! Awesome. Well, man, the guy wasn't looking when he was, and I wasn't looking. Oh boy, this is great. Nossa! Look at this. This is, you know, you just get these older buildings mixed in like that. Ain't ain't that brilliant. Yep. It's what I tell people, you know. Amsterdam's a beautiful city, lots of history. Antwerp too, you know. And you can see how that city was built up, you know, and that architecture there of that time. But there's something about Lisbon. It goes up against the mountain, up against the hill, so you have all these hills and all these historic buildings, and it just goes up and down. It's what I always said, it's like dynamic. I don't know, it just, there's really something something about it, something really genuine about it. I don't know. Hope you catch my drift. There's the castle.
Go get the view.
Get the view.
I bet you don't know this one.
That music, the bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you?
This is one of the best views of Lisbon.
I think I haven't really been able to show you Lisbon completely yet, and I think this might help a little bit here. Just look at this. And it just goes on all the way there. So today also I can be a little bit, you know, I don't know anything. So that castle there.
Yeah, it's São Jorge.
São Jorge.
The main castle of Lisbon.
Did we take it before or after the Moors?
After, actually, when they were doing the Reconquista, like you usually say, they were taking the castle back from the Moors, and one of our knights stuck himself on the
Sacrificed himself.
Yeah, Martim Muniz. So the Moors couldn't close the door.
Yeah.
So that's why this zone nearby, it's called Martim Muniz.
Oh, that one.
That one. Yeah. Oh, it's that square over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows more about Portuguese history than me.
I think it's that typical, also that immigrant thing, you know.
You are outside,
so
you want to know more.
so your parents, you must tell a lot about the history, and you always have that connection, you know. So you make things even bigger. Now we're going to take us around to Marquês Pombal, and then we're going to go back
there.
down to the bridge, and where maybe have a bicazinho, coffeezinho.
nice.
Se ainda não tiveram. Olá, meninas. The Portuguese are back.
They want to kill us.
Bora lá. Ai, Lisbon. You know, look at these nice rocks. Imagine them nice, juicy and wet, also with the grass and the moss in between. Very nice. Let's get up to Paulo. Ooh, nope. Glad I didn't accelerate there. Oh, it's such a nice day, man. Just relatively, because the whole week the weather has been just terrible, just pissing down. And I was gonna go, it's Saturday today, and I was gonna go up north Wednesday. Yeah, forget about it. So come Saturday, I figured, hey, if I'm leaving today, and it's a Saturday, and so people aren't working in the morning, I might as well try and do an invite. So that's how this happened with a few other riders here. Just dope ass. Look at these nasty little beautiful things. These nice tram line combinations that just love to swallow up a front wheel, eh? Step to the right, step to the left. I love these, man.
Yeah, the old ones are pretty nice.
I love these.
Tram to tram.
It's not nice, yeah.
When I was a little kid,
Yeah.
go on them outside.
You hang on outside, yeah. wall covers too. Yeah, just imagine Lisbon in the pouring rain. Well, we might not have to imagine it if we're unlucky, but so far, so good. Jiha. Agora estamos onde, Paulo? Where are we?
Well, we are basically in Rossio, one of the main squares in Lisbon.
Rossio. Like, I know the name, like, I know the places, but a lot of places I don't know the names. Or used to know, I don't know anymore.
This is restauradores.
Restauradores. Da-na-na-na-na. You know, this is how I like to do sightseeing, actually, on a motorcycle when I go through a city. Some cities, when I'm passing through, I'm just happy for an hour or 2 hours just passing through the motorcycle, looking at places, stop. Oh, there's the elevator. There's the Eiffel elevator. Just stopping at places and just driving by, you know? This is like drive-by motorcycle tourism. I like it. So we're trying to get to the main road, which is more like a long, modern Paris-style road. Marquês Pombal. Another obelisk, just like in Buenos Aires. Just sneaky, yeah, sneaky. That's it. Just sneak past the red like that. What you gonna do? It's a little perks of motorcycle, you know, sometimes. Not all the time, come on. Hey, just like an Aussie, motorcycles on a bus lane. Nice. So, this is the Gran Avenida, the big road up to Marquês Pombal. Oh. GS. He's a GS rider. So here is Marquês de Pombal. And this monument here was made in honor of the man, because I spoke about the earthquake in 1755. And the king was a relatively weak king back then. He was in the government. And he stepped up and became a big advisor. He sort of became almost de facto king. And the royal family didn't really like that, from what I understood. But he rebuilt Lisbon back up so fast because it was in complete disarray after the earthquake. Over 30,000 people died. It was one of the biggest catastrophes, if not the biggest back then in Europe, especially related to earthquakes. It changed science in relation to seismology and whatnot completely. But he introduced new city planning, modern city planning for that time, kind of revolutionary, to build up Lisbon as quickly as possible. You know, Lisbon was also the financial heart of the country back then. So it was of the utmost importance to rebuild back fast, while the royal family was a lot slower to react. And they hated him for him. And that's, I think he became a very popular person for the people. There's a great book about it. I forgot the name, which is about the earthquake in 1755. And it's just, you can't even imagine how destroyed the city was, because it was the earthquake, almost a 9.0, if not 1. It was the tsunami after, and then it was the fires. So the city got. And Marquês de Pombal, he was a man that passed a lot of massive reforms also. Now correct me if I'm wrong, it reminds me a little bit what happened later in France with the French Revolution. But because of that, you know, the way governments were organized or systems were organized changed, and already back then in the 18th century something similar was happening in Portugal because of Marquês Pombal. Yep, I know this. I think this was where I was baptized. Yeah. Olha, eu acho que eu fui batizado aqui, eu acho.
Provável.
Everything good, Bruno? Tudo na boa? You never know. In Portugal, you never know. That guy could still go to the left. we're back on the shoreline where I was cycling the other time, remember? That's when the ambulance drove by over there. Look at these nice steel connections here. Lovely in the rain. Have I mentioned this bridge before? The 25th of April bridge of the named after the revolution of 1975. I stand corrected, of course. 74. Here we are back on the lovely water. Estação Fluvial de Belém. The water station for the ferries. There they are. I used to take those to the other side as a kid. To Almada. I love ferries. Doesn't this city remind you of Istanbul, my Turk followers? Beleza! Já, bora lá! Yeah.
Olha, vai pedir moedinha.
Oh!
I don't have any change.
Olha, é assim. Agora é assim. Toma. Ainda há os homens dos parking em Lisboa. Ainda existem.
Os homens do quê?
Os homens dos parking. As moedinhas. Yeah.
Com o jornal na mão.
Toma.
Eu nem sei, caralho.
Já não há tanto.
Olha o bolinho.
Comprei com um
Cafezinho. We have a well-deserved brunch. Well, we're still not done with all the work. We have to work hard.
O gajo do carro lá na
This is
What have you done?
it's a ride with the Tugas or it's not, you know. So gotta do it right.
Também tem que contribuir. Já aguardei.
Ah, bora lá. Porque só um bocadinho, senão eu fico a mão com cheio com aquilo. We got some spirits.
Pode ir à água, vai.
No irão.